Hey!
How's it
Welcome
going?
to another edition of Vertical Slice.
Vertical Slice, man.
So we're doing something different today.
But, yeah.
Sort of.
I know what we're going to see, and he doesn't.
I have no idea.
So,
But from what you told me a minute ago, he bought tickets around
noon, which is like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, and we were the only...
We're the only people.
So I'm kind
So
of
actually,
nervous.
as an audience member, you'll know what we're watching, and he still doesn't.
Yes.
So what my goal is to hopefully you can get into the theater and look down and
Oh, you want me to,
and
like-
not even know what it is until it starts.
You want me to do that?
Yes,
Oh, man.
that's the goal.
All right.
So we're G fueling it up a little bit.
That's going to be tricky because there's signs everywhere and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's good. It's probably not if we're the only ones in there.
It comes out this weekend, so
Okay. So it was out yesterday.
probably Thursday, because that's
Oh.
how some movies go these days. Oh, come
Doing
on.
the G Fuel. What flavor are we looking at
peach
here?
rings. 'cause
Peach rings.
The Angry
It's
Army
actually-
stuff's at home. I like the peach rings.
I do too.
But
Pretty good. Not that I need all this caffeine, but you know what?
I don't know.
If this movie sucks, it'll at least help me get through the sleepy parts.
peach rings. Ding ding. Yeah. Anyway.
Word from our sponsor.
Yeah. So that's it. It's gonna be kind of. This intro is gonna be real short because I don't want to spoil anything. The one thing I'll tell you, it's only an hour and 40 minutes, which is good.
Oh,
And then
I know what movie it is now.
later today, we're gonna go watch a movie at home
Which I also don't know.
that he doesn't know.
So
Surprise weekend.
it's gonna be
Surprise! I was gonna come in and be like, supplies.
supplies.
But
Okay, cool. Well, on that note, then I guess we want to keep this short and sweet.
yeah, short and sweet's the name of the game here, guys. So
Cheers. We'll see you
Yeah.
in just a few minutes.
see ya.
Moments.
Boop.
Boom. Bam.
Boop. She-doop.
We're
doop.
back.
We're back. We
Wow.
just,
You surprised the shit out of me with that
saw
one.
Lisa Frankenstein.
Lisa Frankenstein. What in the hell was that? That was crazy.
That was a fucked up ass movie.
It was. And you know what?
Oh, man.
Okay, so like this movie, it's not clear in the beginning, but I'm like, this feels like it was made in the 80s. Like it has that 80s zany, goofy
I got that
comedy.
right away when I saw like what they were wearing. I was like, this is an 80s movie.
Well, no, I'm not.
It's set in the 80s.
It is. It's like 1989, I think.
That's
But
what
like
it
it had the feel of an actual movie that was made.
It
in the
did.
80s.
The cinematography
It felt
was
just
like 80s,
that,
like,
and
yeah.
like the humor that's tucked in the serious moments was just super
So
over the top.
this is an incredibly funny movie.
It is. It is.
It's really funny because how dry it is.
Yep.
And like, there's a couple
It's
characters
brilliant.
that like overact, and
Yep.
it's fantastic.
It's
I had a
got that.
great time.
It's got the. It has that feel where it's like my family or my parents just don't understand me, which is a trope of the '80s.
Yep.
And so she, like the main character, she's this like weirdo who doesn't fit in, classic '80s stuff, right? And then like it's her journey to whatever. Wow.
This movie,
Wow.
This movie. I just
I
remember
was
like looking at you
not-
like, what?
What's happened?
And so many times I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god, it's going there.
It just kept going
Oh
to
my
places
God.
that were just demented and like
Yeah.
bizarre and weird and corny and
so
lovable.
I didn't watch the trailer,
and, yeah.
so it still was kind of like,
okay, sure.
to me, it was still like, I don't know what to expect.
What did you? When was this movie? It's like an actual like. It feels like it was like 10 years ago that this movie was made and they snuck it in a theater or something.
No, it just came out this
You
weekend.
guys, I'm telling you right now, go see this fucking movie. It's amazing.
It is. It's really
So
good.
good.
It's really
I
good.
really like it. It's got a lot of charm. There's a lot of heart to it.
Tons. It caught me so off guard.
Yeah. Oh my god.
By the
all
time-
the characters are just written so well.
By
and
the
acted
time
so
it had
well.
like
It's so
the
fucking
credits rolled, I'd been here, I'd been there, I'd been
Everywhere.
down here, I'd been up here.
It pulls you in weird directions. And
It was
yeah.
quite frankly, it was a great movie.
If there's some gross scenes, he was.
I almost puked.
There's a few moments where he was because he
That's
doesn't.
only the one.
He doesn't like spit.
I hate spit.
And there's this scene where it's.
I don't mind if I'm like making out with someone, spit.
Yeah.
But when someone's like,
Well, it wasn't that even. It was something else.
I didn't even see it because I was like,
no, he turned away and he's like, oh, God.
I started gagging. It was horrible.
I'm like, don't look. That's the last thing we need is right over the balcony. Blah.
Once she screamed and then you hear like school music.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, it's another scene.
Yeah.
But
man, it felt.
It's not that gross. It's not like a super gross movie.
There's a little bit of blood in it, there's a scene where it splashes on everyone in slow motion, and they're like.
Your imagination fills in the blanks of how gruesome some shit is. But
they don't get too morbid with it.
Unexpected.
Wow.
That was a banger.
It was. I love this movie.
I never even heard of it before.
Yeah.
And I was like,
man,
we're gonna surprise BJ with this one.
It's a horror comedy. Basic.
Is it a horror?
Well, there's murders and shit in it, so it's like.
It's a dark comedy.
It is, and it has absolutely brilliant cinematography in it. The
writing is the most brilliant shit.
It is.
When she slipped the note, I thought it was for the other guy.
Yeah, I did
and I was
too.
Like,
and then nope,
and then it all clicked. I was like, oh, she wants that.
And then
it's
that fucking douchebag, and she lures him up. Oh my
God. This is amazing.
It is.
It's so well written. And the crazy thing is, well, I can't spoil it.
No, I almost want to rate it higher than I think. I mean, it's really good.
It's really good.
There's romance in it, but it's like, yeah.
That was a really good movie. It was great.
Yeah.
And they dress this girl up so she's like super ugly.
Oh yeah,
and then
she does the transformation Cinderella.
And then
thing,
she becomes goth, and then she's like,
she just looks so wicked and her hair is just
so she's like an overactor.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yes.
Her postures and shit.
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh, she reminded me of like Cruella de Vil at times and shit. I was like, wow, they're nailing every fucking part of this. Her transformation.
Who is that girl?
I have no idea.
She's fantastic.
Her name in the movie is Lisa Swallows.
Oh my God. And the jokes that are in there that are just like,
there's so many things happening in that
kind
movie.
of a movie where there's that underhanded kind of like.
What it's about is this girl who doesn't belong, and then
she hangs out in a graveyard all the time.
Yeah, and then she's obsessed with this statue of this guy who died 100 years ago.
Yep.
And then some weird storm happens and lightning strikes the statue, and then he becomes alive from the dead. He's a Frankenstein. He's like missing a hand.
Goes to her house and like finds her because she's been talking to him.
Yeah, she's been talking to his statue.
He's got a connection with her.
Yeah.
And then she hides him in his closet and
cleans him up.
And it's so gross. Some of that shit's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. And then it's all about
cry.
Yeah, every time he cries, it smells. What'd she say? It's like a toilet in a carnival or whatever. It's awesome though. She's actually super mean to him all the time.
She doesn't.
She's not really mean to him.
Not really.
But she's like.
She doesn't. She takes him kind of for. I don't know.
Her character is so great towards him. I love how like wishy-washy she is because she's like a teenager.
She can't figure things out, and she's a virgin and all these other things. So she's just never had a relationship. They make jokes about her being flat-chested. Like her
own dad.
Her dad says shit about that, and
it's
like they're at the supper table.
Dad's
he's
the best.
He's such a shithead.
He's just a deadpan actor, though. He says, his line delivery is perfect, and he's just dry.
Got that expressionless, like, I don't really care about. I mean, so many things happen that are absolutely fucking catastrophic to their family. And he's just like,
let's rate this right away, and then we can get to spoilers. The story was excellent.
It was.
The acting was fucking.
The soundtrack.
Awesome. The soundtrack was awesome.
Pixies and shit in here. They like
at the right moments and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
What a good surprise, man. Thank you for that. That was fucking awesome.
Just wait till later.
My favorite movie. Oh, shit. Yeah, we got another one coming down the pipe.
Another one, but it's not going to be like this.
Oh, well, we didn't know. We didn't know.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
If I had...
Lisa Frankenstein.
Oh, my God. the nostalgia of that
between
feeling.
an 8 and a 9. I'm leaning towards 9.
I am too. I think I'm gonna just go out and say that this is a 9.
I think it's a 9.
It's a 9.
It's just well done.
I was so
it's well done.
Reeling in my chair.
Kids are.
Yeah, they feel.
I
like,
laughed. Yeah, I laughed a lot, and not because it sucks and it's stupid.
No,
like most movies, because it's brilliantly written.
So done well.
It's amazing.
And like the writing for all the dialogue and the punchlines and how deadpan and dry they are, and like it's just like you're like, oh man, it really did feel like the 80s. And those are great. Some of the 80s has some of the best comedy.
Yes.
Like, you know, of all time, in my opinion. I was just taken back into time. And
we're gonna do spoilers.
Boom.
It was a 9, just to clarify.
Yep,
but we're doing spoilers because there's
so
much shit in this movie. I was like, this is gonna be like a 40 minute review.
There's scenes in here that are so over the top.
First off, let's just start with the mom.
Oh yeah, what's her name?
I don't know.
I like her in all the movies she's in.
She
plays
a C word in this one.
Oh, big time! And
but it's awesome. She does it so well.
Yeah. She's the bitchy stepmom.
So what happens is is Frankenstein dude, and then you never get his name.
Well, no, it's
because it's etched off the. It's like missing from the thing. He's missing a hand and he's missing an ear. So what he does is she's like, I'm gonna have you committed to that. She's telling this daughter that she's gonna send her off to fucking like.
It's her stepdaughter.
Yeah, her stepdaughter.
Because her real mother was murdered by an axe murderer.
Yeah, it was.
And the dad just was like, he moved on and in 6 months was married to that lady. So she has a stepsister who's the daughter of the mother, and so there's this dynamic with those two, who one's a preppy cheerleader and she's like a weirdo that doesn't fit in and later becomes super ultra goth.
Yeah, it just gets more gothy.
Oh, it's so great. I love it.
But Frankenstein just fucking murders her.
Yep.
Hits her in the head with a fucking sewing machine.
Yeah,
boom,
because
then cuts her ear off and is like, put it on me.
Put it on me. Like, he's
and
like,
then Lisa,
he can't talk the whole movie. He's like, all of these grunts and shit. It's like the best acting ever with no fucking. Oh man, it's so funny. It's so fucking ridiculous.
It's so good. But he chops her ear off, and she's like. He's like, shows her like, put it on me, and she's like,
so she's a seamstress in real life.
Yeah, that's her job,
and that's the metaphor for the Cinderella thing.
Yes,
totally.
And he's like, she's like, I can't do it until we bury the body. And then you're like, oh no,
flips a switch.
It's gonna be one of those.
Yeah. That was the moment where you're like, oh, this is gonna get dark.
I thought it was gonna be like a kids movie for a minute there. Actually, the adult talking. But I was like, oh, she's got all the hijinks of hiding this Frankenstein. But it's like, no, it's this.
No, she's
this
just like
murder movie. A bunch of people get murdered.
We're gonna put you back together, and it's gonna take some bodies. It's so fucked up.
This kid's. Man, remember when she
goes to this party.
She drinks PCP.
And somebody like spikes the drink with PCP, and then like she trips out, and then this guy is like takes advantage of her,
ropes her and shit.
Yeah,
and then what'd she say? I'm gonna get that hand or something.
Yeah,
and then she does. she
tricks him.
Puts a note in his locker like, "Hey, let's go.
Yeah, let's go to the graveyard." And
then we'll lose my virginity.
Frankenstein is there to fuck it.
She rocks him so hard in the fucking head.
God.
That looked like a real hit. I was like, because it's not a. That movie is shot so well. It was not a Hollywood like.
No,
it was like a wide angle view.
They're all wide shots. It didn't have. It had the '80s feel. All the cinematography was so.
And then
80s.
he takes and chops his hand off.
Yep.
And then throws an axe. It's like
he's trying to run away, and it shows
it. Oh my God! It's so like Evil Dead, Army of Darkness. It was amazing.
It was so good.
And then they just keep throwing bodies in this hole, in the woods in the cemetery, in this abandoned cemetery.
Yeah.
And
so in order for this thing for it to work and for him to hear, she puts the family has a tanning bed in a shed. It's like in the shed in the back, and it's all girly girl in there. But the thing is always shorting out and
electrocutes whoever uses it.
Yeah, so like that's like her lightning from the sky moment where she'll throw him in the tanning bed.
No, she'll sew a part on him and then put him in the tanning bed, crank it up, and then.
And then
he's like so disgusting, and throughout the movie, every time he gets a new part,
he gets more and more handsome.
His face gets more, he
gets more human.
And then at the end, it's like just like he's normal. He's a normal human being. And you're like, whoa, that dude's a stud. Holy shit.
He's actually really
because throughout the movie, he's just barfing up slime. And
there's like worms coming out of him and shit. And when he cries, it stinks. And
it's like green goo comes out
all the time. And she's like, stop.
But after all these electrocutions, he becomes a normal person.
Literally.
My God.
And even by the end,
so
he can actually talk.
Yeah.
And he's like a normal person again. And
he's like this famed, renowned musician back in the past.
He's a pianist.
Yeah.
And so she gets that dude's hand and then yes. And
Speaking of pianists.
And he they have it.
Oh my God!
So she likes this guy from school, and then it's not great. He's
flirting with her all the time,
and so she's like, whatever. I'm gonna lose my virginity to him, and whatever. But Frankenstein is super jealous.
Yes,
because
and his junk don't work, but you don't find that out till the end. He doesn't even have junk. I kind of
figured that. I figured that was a problem.
She goes to lose her virginity to this dude,
and her sister's there with them.
They just banged him.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck? I had a crush.
And then he comes in behind and he's
Frankenstein comes and chops his dicks will fly.
It shows the shadow of his dick flying.
He chops his dick up.
All this blood is all over everybody.
It just traumatizes the fucking stepsister because she's like, she's fucked.
She's wrecked for life almost. Well, almost, but
yeah.
But so then there's the scene where she's sewing his dick on, and then she can lose her virginity to Frankenstein.
She loses her virginity to Frankenstein
corpse.
But it's so hilarious, and all these murders are being traced to her.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, gotta kill myself.
Yeah. So in the end, she loses her virginity and then cooks herself in the fucking tanning bed.
Yep. And then lights on fire.
And then they bury her and whatever, and then a couple scenes later, Frankenstein's dug her up, and they're hanging out on a park bench.
They get married with peach rings.
Yes,
Speaking of which,
that's true.
Where's the peach ring? I don't know. Yeah, there you go, peach rings. They got married. He puts a peach ring and he marries her before they lose the virginity.
Yeah,
and then the dad, because the mom's dead. Lisa's mom's dead from the very beginning.
Yep.
The fucking, everyone's dead.
They're all dead.
It's just the dad and the stepdaughter, and his stepdaughter left.
Well,
and they're sitting at the grave, and he's like, he's such a good guy.
He's so
like, all right, well,
heartless. He's like, well, we came.
That's Lisa.
That's Lisa. Come on, let's go see your mom, and then
let's go to Fuddruckers.
He's just he doesn't care. He's so fucking.
Down on the bottom of the tombstone, it says, "It's etched in my beloved wife."
Yeah, it does say that.
And then you find he's sitting on a park bench
and he's reading poetry. First time you ever hear him talk.
He's reading poetry.
And he's looks normal. His skin is normal, and he's
then she's like a mummy.
Yeah, she's all wrapped
up.
What the best part is? Burnt.
The best part is all the horror movie memorabilia. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Every movie poster. Yes. Oh my God. All these old awesome punk rock bands and stuff.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like the Violent Femmes and shit.
Yeah, he's wearing a shirt that says that the whole time.
It's super awesome.
It's great. But, it's so good.
And then at the end, she's like a fucking mummy on the park bench with her eyes open, listening to him read her poetry and shit
like that. It's just romantic in the end. And
that was amazing.
It's great.
Yeah, like a happy ending.
Yeah, all the people you didn't want to be alive.
All the people that sucked. Died.
And then it
was like perfect.
It really was. This is almost a perfect movie.
It was so great.
It really is so out there. This might be one of the best comedies I've seen in
so unexpected.
So many years.
I can't believe it shows him he's in bed naked and you don't see anything, but you see this axe come down and then you're like, oh,
he's like,
and then blood squirts up in slow motion.
It's the slowest motion blood, little droplets.
Slowly he's hitting everyone's face, and that one girl's like, and blood's splashing up, and then it shows the shadow of the dick.
It goes flying in the garbage can.
And then Frankenstein grabs the garbage and walks out.
He's like, I'm getting my dick.
And then she's like, and later on she meets him in the cemetery, and she's like, I want to lose my virginity to you. And she's like, he grabs her hand, shoves it down his pants.
She's like, see, I don't have anything. She's like,
I guess we
what
can
do we
try to do something.
We can do other things. It's not like it's. She's
then
like,
he busts out the dick that he has wrapped in cloth. And it's all bloody. And she's like, you did that for me? Yeah, dude. That was amazing. That was so good. I was like, oh my God.
Me? Yeah.
She's the best actress ever.
No, I love her.
Yeah,
she's
great.
fucking out there, man. What a
Her
trip.
acting is so like
She's all over the place.
all over the place, but
She
it fits
gets-
so perfectly.
Yeah, with with the
was
transformations of
awesome.
the character, she's believably like
Yeah.
going through like. Oh my God!
But I think
some of the.
I think we're gonna call that.
Yeah, I mean, there's
yeah.
other. I mean, there's so many goofy scenes in this.
It's just go see it. Go fucking see this.
This movie is fucking
bare minimum
outstanding.
Bare minimum.
Outstanding.
Make sure you fucking stream it when it comes to streaming.
Oh yeah, I
Make sure you do.
I mean, it's
so
not,
good.
you know, you're not seeing huge spectacles of visuals, so like theater maybe
Oh, I
not.
bet that was a pretty low budget movie. I bet.
But it was shot so well.
Yeah.
I can't even believe how good.
Like when he starts playing, I
what?
can't feel this
Oh, yeah,
feeling anymore.
yeah.
He's
Oh.
playing on the piano, and then suddenly she's like singing along, and suddenly she's like, ah! And she's like,
it becomes this little fucking ditty they're doing.
I'll tell you one
together.
thing. First of all, I thought it was gonna be a bad omen because on the way here we stopped at Walmart. And on the way back, we just saw some flapping panties in the trees.
Oh,
at the
yeah.
most ghetto fucking Walmart I've ever been
It's
in
pretty
in my
bad.
life. And I was
It's
like,
in my
oh
neighborhood.
God. And I was
and
walking around
we're
like,
looking up and we're like, there's a pair of green panties just
Only
floating
at
in the
Walmart.
church.
Yeah.
Right? So insert here.
yeah, I know. Only at Walmart. Yeah, but I thought it was gonna be a bad omen. I had no idea what to expect.
That was a good omen, I think,
Oh,
is
yeah,
what
I
that
suppose.
was.
She
I
lost
think
her virginity.
yeah, there you go, right? In a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh
But,
shit.
oh man, yeah, nothing really major happened. I bet you that was low budget. I never heard of any actors or
No,
actresses
I've
in that.
seen the dad before.
I have too.
And the mom.
Yes.
She's in a ton of things.
The last time I saw the mom was in
I want to say
Jet
like,
Li's The
the
One.
one. Yeah, she was the love interest.
That was like 2001.
Yeah, it was like 20
So,
some
but
years ago. She plays the meanest, evilest psycho bitch. And
Perfectly though.
yeah, it's
Picture
great.
perfect.
It's great.
And when she gets it in the head, you're like, hell yeah.
I was like, oh, he knocked her out, and then I was like, wait a minute.
He's snipping her ear off.
Yeah, he did. And he just, and I'm like,
that was
oh,
great.
And then yeah, her reaction to that wasn't
Even
like,
like-
oh my God, what are you doing? She's like, well, I guess we gotta bury the body.
Even all the people at the fucking party, like every
Yeah.
supporting actor, like the cheerleader friends
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
they're
daughter.
great. They're
They're
fucking-
amazing.
they
It
are.
was like Mean Girls, but not really. Like,
Yeah,
it was better.
wasn't- They're trying to like.
I thought it was way better.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I
We
love
could-
Mean Girls, but
Yeah. We should go see the new one.
I'm not seeing
Oh,
a
it's a
musical.
musical.
Yeah.
That's right, I forgot.
But we're gonna wrap this up because I'll keep it nice and short for you.
Yeah.
Go see it.
Go see
It's
it.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
9s all around.
Yep,
And
for sure.
we're
Yeah.
gonna see an absolute dumpster fire next.
Oh, he's warning me already.
No,
there's
I
some
don't know. I
foreshadowing.
don't know. I've never seen it, so
Okay.
we'll see.
Well, like, share, subscribe, guys. Comment. Let us know what you think of this movie. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. Hopefully you feel the same way, but we will see you in the next one.
Yeah. See you.